and helping me in my mission.
I wonder if this is even the right way to look at it. But before I weigh in, I'll let the gals answer.
Help mate? Oh, have them answer what? My thing?
Yeah. Well, I was just my only thing is I think, and this is due to practical experience, of course. I don't have enough data to make this claim as being something which is solid, but this is just from kind of a mixture of anecdote and then what I perceive. Men will go through absolute hell on earth in order to take care of their women and their family if they just have this kind of minimum threshold which is given to them. And the thing is that there's so much willfulness. It's almost like what happens is if you give somebody too much, they just begin to expect more and more and more. And I think that this is what has happened in modernity with women, is that even kind of these basic things, like the idea that Brian says, well, I'd like a woman to bow after I get out of the fucking mines and I go up with coal all over my face and I just brought home $200,000 this year. This fucking bitch can't make some noodles for me? What the fuck? That's the thing, right? It's like, it's a legitimate criticism in many ways, because what's really being said here is like, look at everything I'm bringing to the table. And I every day in, day out, and I don't complain, I don't bitch, I don't whine, and I ask for such a small amount, and even then we have to quibble about it. And that's really what that's about, right? The bow has nothing to do with anything other than just show me that I actually matter, and that all of modernity, which kisses women's asses, even though it's built on the backs of men, that you actually respect the fact that that's done. And that's all that's really being asked. And so I almost wonder if even this is the wrong way to look at it, right? The way that Brian looks at it. I think that women should be fucking grateful. They should be grateful. They live in the best society ever, and it's all built on the backs of not them. The air conditioning, which enables them to even exist, everything which allows them to exist in modernity is built by men, and they're the most ungrateful, snot-nosed brats about it that you've ever seen. And there's really no cause for it, because they bring nothing to the table, none of them, including the old bags here, who bring nothing to the table by their own admission except their pussy. And that, to me, is why, and when asked, this is all you get. I bring love and affection. You don't bring shit to the table. And that's why you can't even answer the damn question, no matter how many times we ask it. And it makes me sick, because that is modernity.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
Well, first of all, I don't know if that is being addressed to Asia and I, or being addressed to women in general, but you did point us out. However, you have no clue, like...
Good. What do you bring to the table besides your vagina? Give me a real example. If you want a man to take care of you for the rest of your life, what do you bring to the table except your vagina and a bunch of baggage?
I'm bringing a lot. Like I said earlier, if you're listening...
Well, let's start with the baggage you bring, and then we'll move on to the awesome stuff you bring. Let's start with the baggage.
Donated $100. Wilson, well said.
All right. Thank you, Negative 100. He wants
Let's start with the baggage first.
Okay, my baggage, personally?
Yeah.
Well, I have 3 kids. I was in a marriage for 20 years. Mm-hmm. And basically, that's it. I'm
that's
single
it?
now.
Do you realize how monumental what you just said was, that you have 3 children and most of your life was taken by another man for 20 years? You can't give another man children? What are you bringing to the table, really?
I've never dated a man anyways that wants more children. And second of all, I'm not looking for a man to marry. I would like to have a companion, and if I do find the right man, I'll marry again. However, I'm not out there searching for a man to care for me.
You're not. She is. But if you're not, then what else are you bringing to the relationship besides, again, just your vagina, really? Like, what are you really bringing to a man that he's just really going to desire? What makes you so special that you stand out besides this one attribute? Honestly.
Honestly, I'm going to say I am a great cook. great cleaner. I know how to communicate well. And I know how to please a man.
Yeah, and the men that you end up with have to be exceptional. They have to be exceptional in their field, or they can't bring home the kind of money which would be required to take care of you and whatever the graduation gifts for your kids are.
Well,
whatever
first of all,
the
no,
whatever the things are which are necessary to move over to the
I've
resources
dated-
to your children, your offspring, right?
I've dated men that make less money than me, and I never had a problem with that at all.
Well, you're not with them for a reason, right?
Well, it had nothing to do with financials.
Sure, I'm sure it didn't. It just happened to be a happenstance that they made less than you and you're still not with them, right?
Had nothing to do with the reason why we're not together, honestly.
Okay. I believe you. But in any case, no, I don't really see much in the way of attributes. I don't think that either of you are particularly stunning. I don't think you're particularly funny. I don't think you're particularly engaging. And if you can cook and clean, great. So can all of the 20-year-old girls who are sitting there right next to you, all of them. So what exactly are you bringing that's so monumental that offsets the baggage to age to a relationship why somebody should pick you? That's the question. And it's not even to be mean. It should just be pointed. It should just point out something that's obvious to men and that women just kind of pretend doesn't exist.
Well, you can ask that question to anybody, man or woman, right?
You can, and that's why I'm asking it to you.
Yeah, well, friendship, if you find the right match with the right person, friendship, quality, personality, companionship, someone that you can laugh with, someone that you can share stories with.
Yeah, they can do all that with a
And just go through daily
25-year-old.
activities with and have fun with.
They can do all that with a 25-year-old.
You sure can. You sure can. But you know
That's my
what?
point, though. It's like, so what are you really bringing to the table
Well, I
here?
can
That's
say
so
the same
great,
thing.
you know?
I could date a younger guy, but I choose not to because you're not on the same page, like mentally,
Well, hang on.
emotionally.
You can fuck a younger guy. That doesn't mean he's going to marry you.
True.
Yeah, and that's most older women have this experience. Yeah, younger
That's
men will bang them,
stereotyping,
but they ain't
though.
going to marry them, and they ain't going to be with them long term. You can't give them kids, and so they end up dumping you. That's what happens. In fact, this gal next to you said she had that very experience. She dated a younger man, and he decided, I actually want kids, and you can't give them to me. These are some big, that's all, by the way, all of that is baggage, all of it. You can't give them kids, that's baggage. If you have kids, that's baggage. If you XYZ, that's all baggage. It's not just, I have an ex-husband and I have 3 children. It's, I'm older, that's baggage 1. It's, I have 3 children, that's baggage 2. I can't give you children, that's more baggage. All of this is baggage.
Everybody has baggage at a certain age, and that's why I feel like, for me personally, I like to date guys my age because we probably have equal amounts of baggage, right? I'm not going to be
No, I don't think you
unrealistic and
do.
date somebody that's a lot younger than me, that's going to view me as an older person with a lot of baggage.
Men your age, in comparison to you, are going to be highly pursued by almost all women in your age bracket. Most of them, because they've accrued a ton of resources. So your dating competition's even higher in your age bracket,
Oh, I
would
definitely
argue,
know that.
than in the 20s, right?
Right.
Yeah.
harder to
So,
date
I mean,
the
the
older
thing
you
is
get.
you have to be exceptional in your age bracket to net these men. Because for one thing, their libido's way down, right? They're not necessarily just looking at you for sex like a lot of the younger men would be. And so that's one of the big netting points that women have. I'm young and beautiful, and all these men want to bang me. And that's a big netting point, a big selling point. Men in your age bracket, their libido goes significantly down. Now you got to actually bring something to the table. That's why women in your age bracket have such a hard time netting a good quality man, right? Am I wrong?
No, I hear you. And our dating pool's so much smaller than when we were
Way
younger.
smaller. Yeah, way
So
smaller.
there's slim pickings.
Slim,
both sides,
slim
men and
pickings. So
women.
that's why it's not, I'm not asking these questions to be mean or cruel to you. I'm asking them pointedly because I understand that in your age bracket, the dating market's even more vicious in many cases than it is for younger people. Your options are way slimmer. And you have to be exceptional to stand out to men who don't just value you for your vagina, which younger men do.
Right.
And so when I ask these questions, what do you bring to the table? That's what I'm asking it for. So what do you, now that you understand, what do you bring to the table?
I just told you earlier.
Go ahead and tell me again.
Friendship, good personality, someone to talk to, someone to support. I would definitely support him emotionally, good conversation, a buddy to go places with, to travel, to hang out with.
And what makes those
to stay up at
qualities-
late nights.
Sure. What makes those qualities exceptional in comparison to other women in your same age bracket?
I'm a good listener, and I'm down to earth. I'm not fake or phony.
Okay.
Wait.
All right.
Do you have